Hi, Ben here and welcome back to the Craft Lab. It's a beautiful sunny autumn day today and we're just down here and we just wanted to show you these really special trappers that we've made. So these are a set of trappers that have all got the same handle material on them. They're all made from Masur Birch, which is a beautiful figured material from, this actually came from Finland. So it's a very traditional handle material on Scandinavian style knives. It's very traditional on puukos and other sort of Scandinavian knives because it's incredibly pretty, obviously, to look at, but it's incredibly tough as well. The curly grain to it makes it incredibly tough and resilient, and it just takes on this great patina as well. So these have all got the same material, no liners. So just the natural beauty of that Masur birch. Some people will call it curly birch, some people will call it Carolean birch, but it's basically all the same material, just different names from different parts of the world really. So this is on a trapper model knife. Now the trapper knife was designed many years ago. I actually got the inspiration from a knife that I saw in a camping shop when I was a teenager out in Italy, and I just always loved the shape of it. So I sort of redrew it when I was back home and I came up with the trapper. So the trapper is a full tang construction knife. So the tang runs all the way through the handle, and obviously you've got those handle scales either side of the tang, giving an incredibly strong knife that's perfect for woodcraft and bushcraft use. But the great thing about it is that obviously you've got this very contoured, shapely handle. And the thing that's nice about the trapper is it's got this very pronounced, what I call a bird's beak sort of butt to it. So this shape of handle obviously is perfect if you're using it in cold, wet environments. If you're using it with sort of food prep and your hands might be a little bit wet and slippery, it means you get an incredible positive grip on that knife handle and it's not going to slide in your grip. The other thing that's nice about the trapper is it's got a slightly more slender blade shape to it. So it's about a 3.5 inch blade. So if you are using it for food prep, you can actually slide your forefinger down over the spine of the knife, protecting that tip. So if you're using it for game prep and things like that, it's a much safer knife to use in that instance. So these are made from 01 tool steel with a polished finish on the flats. And this is about 3.4 mil thick, so not too heavily thick in the blade section, so great for that sort of woodcraft and food prep application. A very slender blade in its own right. And it's got a razor sharp Scandi grind on it, which is absolutely ideal for those kind of tasks. And we've left the back edge of the knife square as well, the back edge of the tang, so that you can actually use that for scraping, making kindling, but also using it with a fire steel as well. So the fittings that you can see on the actual handle that actually help hold it all together are made out of brass. So these are brass loveless bolts, and then we've got a brass thong tube on there as well. So these are actually numbered. So we've got 1 through to 8, I think, on this one. One of them's already gone. 007 has already gone out the door on its first adventure, but we've still got these left here, and they're absolutely perfect and ideal for your sort of Christmas gift ideas, really. So the other thing that's a bit different about these knives is Lois has developed this new system with the leather sheaths, and she's actually come up with this wax dipped finish, which we've actually called vintage brown because it's got this kind of vintage look to it. And the great thing about the waxed leather, it's slightly different to the normal veg tan leather that we use in the sense that it's a crossover between leather and kydex. Obviously, when you're using a knife in the outdoors, a lot of people will tend to go for kydex because it's very water resistant and very durable. But the waxed leather is like a halfway house. You've got the beauty and the nice use of leather, but you've got the toughness that kydex gives you. So the wax finish makes this incredibly hard, incredibly tough, makes a fantastic locking fit. So when you put the knife in the sheath, it locks in place just like kydex gives you. And it also makes it incredibly water resistant. I actually took one of these away with me on a trip to Scotland back in September, and it rained for about 3 or 4 days solid. And this waxed leather, and obviously being in a canoe, we were getting soaked pretty much all the time anyway. It basically was absolutely ideal for that kind of application. So these are the vintage wax leather sheaths with natural coloured stitching on there, and obviously still embossed with Lois's maker's mark on the actual leather itself. And then I've got my logo on the actual flat of the blade as well, near the handle, and obviously numbered as well. So a very special package, a perfect knife for those kind of woodcraft, bushcraft tasks, or if you want a slightly shorter blade to the conventional sort of 4-inch bushcraft knife, but you want a very comfortable ergonomic handle, then the Trapper is a perfect knife really. Quite a few people that have often struggled to find a knife that will fit their hand perfectly, especially if you've got large hands. This slightly deeper belly to the actual handle itself, it just gives a really nice positive grip. So yeah, that's our special Trappers. So these are available on the store now for immediate dispatch. So if you want to follow the link below, that should take you through to the store. And remember to sign up for the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And hopefully we will see you next time. Thanks again for watching.